Elephant.
Trousers? Something to do with rhubarb?
Elephant.
I know. Astronaut. I'm trying, I really am, Felicity. I want to be able to know what you're saying, but I just can't make it out.
Elephant.
What? You think I should give up? Is that what you said?
Get a move on. This is an emergency.
I'm driving as fast as I can. It's an emergency, Nurse Kitty. Oh, yes.
What's wrong with him?
Well, I wouldn't like to say. We're not doctors, you know. From the look of him, I'd say he had a cold. He's got a streaming cold.
Dr. Matthews, I wonder whether I could ask your help.
Of course, Felicity. What's the problem?
It's Doug. He's orally challenged, poor dog.
Orally challenged?
He's deaf. I've been trying to teach him to lip read, but I'm not getting anywhere.
Oh?
I think it's because my mouth is a different shape from his, and...
And if another dog were to try and teach him, he might be able to recognise the words.
It's worth a try.
Come on, Felicity. Let's give it a try. Elephant.
Elephant?
Good dog.
Good dog.
That's marvellous, Doug. Well done. And well done, Dr. Matthews.
I hope I'm not interrupting you, Dr. Matthews.
No. Felicity was just giving me a friendly hug.
Well, you're needed for an emergency.
A cold?
Oh.
That's hardly an emergency.
This is not just an ordinary patient, Dr. Matthews.
Even so, Kitty, I hardly think that a cold should... Buzz Bone! The first dog in space!
Exactly, Dr. Matthews.
Buzz, but you're going to Mars in a rocket on Thursday.
No, he isn't. Not unless we cure this cold.
Call Surgeon Sally. This is an emergency.
Spanner.
Spanner.
Pliers.
Sally?
What is it, Dr. Matthews?
It's important.
What could be more important than a broken fan belt? A heart attack? A brain injury?
Nothing like that. He's got a cold.
A cold? A cold? You don't need a surgeon to cure a cold.
Oh,
But it's Buzz Bone.
Gosh.
Buzz Bone? The astronaut? Why didn't you say so in the first place? This is an emergency. Come on, team.
Great.
We'll make sure you're warm and comfortable, Mr. Bone. There's not much more we can do. There's no real cure for a cold. You just have to wait for it to get better. The important thing is to make sure you don't catch anything else before the launch.
How can you do that?
We'll have to put you in isolation. No germs will be able to get in there.
What did he say?
It's hard to talk through all this glass.
Yes, it certainly is. Yes, Dr. Matthews. He isn't the only one who finds it hard to talk. Oh dear.
Sally,
Yes, Dr. Matthews?
don't you think we should talk more?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, say what's in our hearts.
Well, we know what's in our hearts, Dr. Matthews. Blood. That's why we went to medical school. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'm going to get cold.
Hello, Kitty. We've got a problem with the microphone in the isolation booth. I can't communicate with Buzz.
you seem to have a problem with Sally, too.
What's the matter? Have I done something wrong?
No, Dr. Matthews. Why don't you ask Doug?
What? To talk to Sally?
No, Dr. Matthews. To try to communicate with Buzz.
Ah!
Achoo! Achoo!
All the stuff I've got a code.
A code? Like a secret code?
No, a code of the dose.
Oh, a cold in the nose.
Yeah. We can't go to the isolation ward to talk to Buzz. So we want you to talk to him through the glass.
But how can I do that, Doctor? You see, I'm hard of hearing. Hello? Elephant. No, nothing to do with rhubarb. Elephant.
That's a very bad cold you've got, Dr. Matthews.
Everyone's got one, Kitty.
You really need someone to look after you, Dr. Matthews.
Oh, nonsense, Kitty. I'm quite capable of looking after myself.
I must congratulate you, Dr. Matthews, teaching Doug to lip read like that.
You really think so, Sally?
Yes, a fine piece of work. And Doug's getting on so well with Buzz. They seem to have something in common. They can communicate just by watching each other's lips. Well,
What did he say?
He says his cold's much better now, and will you please let him out of there, because he has a rocket to catch.
And so, Buzzbone lifts off in his attempt to become the first dog on Mars.
hurrah!
Well done, Buzz.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful, Dr. Atticus?
I'm watching Buzz. He's all on his own, thousands of miles away. What will happen if something goes wrong?
We have a problem. We seem to have lost radio contact with Buzz.
Oh, no!
Dr. Atticus, wake up!
Oh, yes.
We're now reaching an important stage in Buzz's journey to Mars. Buzz needs to change direction, or he'll miss Mars and head into outer space. But how can we tell him?
How dreadful.
Poor Buzz, imagine what he's going through.
Yes, Doug, but you can help him.
Me?
Now you know what to do, Doug. Just give Buzz the news from Mission Control.
Yes.
Buzz can't hear you, but he can read your lips.
Elephant. Buzz, you must turn off the side rockets. He says he's already tried that, but it doesn't make any difference.
Tell him to put the front rockets into reverse thrust.
Put the front rockets into reverse thrust.
Yippee! That's done it. The rocket's back on course.
You know, I shall be paying much more attention to people's lips from now on.
Will you, Dr. Matthews? Anyone's lips in particular?
Tea, Dr. Atticus? Dr. Atticus?
Dr.
Dr. Atticus!
All right, all right. No need to shout. I can hear you.
Well, next on Mini CITV, we meet a very curious monkey. Oh, do you know him too? Yes, it's Curious George.